students, welcome to our computer class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and benefited from these videos. In previous video, I already explained you chapter number 1, which was over, and the question answers and are also given on the school app. Okay, I hope you all have written that question answers in the copy. I'll check that notes when the school will reopens. Now, in this video, I'll explain you chapter number 2. Chapter 2, File Management, Organization of Data. Let us start with introduction. Any picture, document or presentation created on a file on a computer is called a file. And what is folder? A folder is a way to organize computer files. It is a storage space where many files can be grouped together to organize them better. And the hard disk present in every computer is divided into different partitions called drives. This is a computer drives. And now I tell you about the file management. What is file management? File management helps you to access, edit, manage and organize any files and any folders. The way we can name our folders and the way we can handle our files in these folders are the fundamental aspects of file management. And the file management also helps to transfer data from one device to another. So in this chapter, let us learn about the different file formats and some other file management operations like how to view, copy, move files and transfer data from one device to another. Okay. So file management. So moving, copying data from one drive to another. This is the drives are given here. Hard disk drives like local disk C, local disk D, local disk E and local disk F. So when we have to moving or copying any data from its sources like original location to another drive is used to create a manual backup or a duplicate copy of that important files. So when we want to move or copy data, we have to follow the given steps. So step number 1 is double click the computer icon on desktop. A window appears showing disk drives. That window already I can see you. That is this type of window will appear and in which disk drives are given, CD, DVD drives, removable disk devices also. Then step 2, what you have to do, select the file, any file or any folder you want to copy or you want to move from a drive. Then select step 3 like this. What you have to do, right click on that selected file folder and select that cut and copy option. Then select a drive from you want to copy, move or select that selected files. Then at last you have to click on right click option and select paste option given here so that your copy, any file or any folder can move from one drive to another. Next, now we have to copy or move data between storage devices. Then what you have to do? You know that pen drives, hard disk, memory card and CD are some of the external storage devices. These we have to copy or we have to move data from one device to another. So we have to follow the steps. Here are the steps given. Step number 1 is double click the computer icon on desktop. A new window appears. Then step 2, Double click on the local disk drive. A new screen appears. Then select the files folders you want to copy or you want to transfer and right click on them. Click cut or copy option. Click back button on the window to go back to the previous screen. Then step 5. Insert a pen drive in the USB port of a computer. Then select removable disk F and right click on it. Then click the paste option. So from this following steps, you are able to move or copy data between the storage devices. Okay, these are the steps which we are following and our file or our data are copied between the storage devices. Okay, now come to next, working with multiple applications. So there are times when we need to work on more than one application at the same time. It can be very time consuming if you have to close one application before starting another. So what we have to do? Windows has overcome this problem by allowing the users to work on the multiple applications at the same time. For example, one can listen to music, work on computer, Microsoft Word and surf the internet for some information at the same time using multiple applications. So we have to enjoy the music while searching for information on internet. So what we have to do? We have to follow the given steps. Step number 1. Open window media player by selecting start button and then go to all programs and then click Windows Media Player. Then step number 2 is select and enjoy the music of your any choice. Then minimize the window media player and then step 4 is open any web browser and search the information you want to start. Okay. Then come to next, searching a file or a folder using wildcard characters. What is wildcard character? Wildcard character is a character in any keyboard character such as an asterisk, that is a star, or a question mark that is used to represent one or more character when you are searching for files or folders. For example, when we want to search any files starting from any specific character, that is called wildcard character. For example, C star dot star will search all the files using name start from C followed by any number of character and extension. Then star dot docx will search all files having the same extension as .docx. Star .docx will search all the files whose name begins with A and having the extension .docx. And another take example, the wildcard character question mark can be used instead of any single letter or a symbol. For example, AST question mark .docx will search for the files whose name begins with AST followed by any two characters and the extension is .docx. And or we can take another example like wildcard character asterisk and the question mark can be used in the combination. For example, this question mark Then the star will search all the files whose name begins with only one character and have an extension, any extension like cord dot question mark will search all the files whose name begin with cord and followed by any character after any extension of 3 characters. Okay. So these are the searching of any file or a folder using any wildcard characters. So there are many wildcard characters are in our computer. Now come to next. For example, understanding different files or a formats, we are taking the examples like images, extensions and the examples are given here. But the file format is a standard way for encoding information in a computer file. It is generally indicated by a file's extension. These extensions tell us about the characteristics of a file and its uses. A file extension contains 3 or more or 3, 4, 5 at the end of a file name separated by a period. A computer has many different files in it. Each file has its own file extension, which are the given here. The examples, a chart is given here. Files formats are given. These are images, documents, spreadsheets, audio files, presentation, video files. These are the formats of any type of files and the extensions are accordingly given. Like images files are having the extension of .jpg, .jpeg, .gif, .png, then .tiff. These are the extensions of image file, any image file. For example, taj.jpeg or whatever the name we are given to our file. Then documents file, like any text documents are having the extension of .doc or .docx. And the examples, cordova.docx, it means the Cordova is the document file. Then spreadsheets. What is spreadsheets? Yes, the tables, the charts, the Excel files are called spreadsheet files, and the extensions are written as .xls or .xlsx, and the example are given Cordova.xlx. It means this Cordova is a spreadsheet file or we can say Excel file. Okay. Then audio files. Audio files, the songs, the audio we listen is having extension of .mp3 or .wav. So here example, this Cordova is audio file. Next, presentation is having extension .ppt or .pptx. It means what are we having, we are using in the Microsoft PowerPoint is are having .ppt extension. So this Cordova is the presentation file. Then video files, where the voice and the picture are coming together is called the video files, and it's having the extension .mp4 and .avi. So this Cordova is a video file here. Okay, understood the different files format and their different extensions. Now come to next, sorting files and folders. How we can sort any files or a folder? The sort by option is used to arrange the files and folders according to different parameters such as name, date which we have to modify the file, and then the type and the size. So now when we have to sort any files or a folder, we have to follow the given steps. Step number 1 is right click on any empty area of the window and select the sort by option from the list that appears. Then select one of the many available options. The options are given here: name, date modified, type or a size. So these are the options. Like by name, it can organize the file and a folder in alphabetical order by their name. And date modified, it organizes files and folders according to their modification date. And the type, it organizes the files and the folders according to their file types. For example, when we have several folders in a drive, they will group together. And the size option, by the size option, it organizes files and folders according to their file size. Okay, so by these steps we can sort file or folders. Now come to next, I can tell you at last the key points of the chapter. First is file management helps you to organize files and folders efficiently. Next, you can copy data from one device to another. Then, sorting the desktop items means arranging them in a proper order. Then next, a file format is the standard way for encoding information in a computer files. Now we start the book exercise. Section A, multiple choice questions. Tick the correct answers. Number 1 is, you can use dash character to locate a file in the computer. Wildcard character, trump card, data card. These are the options. Tell me the right answer. Yes, it is wildcard. Okay. Now, number 2, which file extension is used for image files? Options are .mp3, .jpg, .docx. Yes, image files are having the extensions .jpg. Correct? So this is the correct answer. Okay, come to next. Write true or false for the statements. Number 1 is, file management helps you to access, edit, manage and organize files and folders. Yes, this is the function of file management. So this is true. Number 2, C** will search all the files whose names start with C followed by any number of character and extension. Yes, it is also true, because C** is a character, is a special character which follows the alphabet C. Okay. Number 3, Windows does not allow you to work on multiple applications at the same time. No, it is wrong statement. So, because Windows allows us working on same time multiple applications. Okay. So, number 3 is false statement. Number 4, the sound files having the extension .mp3. Yes, of course, it is correct. Sound files having the extension .mp3. Okay. Now come to next to section B. Write file extension of the following. So here are the files types are given, and you have to write the file extensions of that particular file type. First is documents. What are the extensions? Yes, .doc and .docx. This is the documents file extension. Now spreadsheets, that is Excel files, are having the extension .xls and .xlsx. Okay. Now what are the extension of audio files? Yes, it is .mp3 and .wav. Okay. As you are using the mobile phones and you are searching the files or audio files, you saw the extensions are given before the file, after the file name, that is .mp3 and .wav audio files names. Okay, now what are the extension of presentation files? Yes, it is .ppt and .pptx. Now what are the extensions of video files? Yes, it is .mp4 and .avi. Correct? Okay. So this is all about the chapter, and hope you understood this chapter, and keep studying here. Okay, the question answers are also given here. Okay, there are only 3 questions, so make it fast, write it in the copy and complete your copy. I will check your copy as soon as possible when the schools will reopen. All right, so up to that, stay home, stay safe and keep studying. Bye bye.